Just got a new tripod. This thing's pretty sweet. It's you can use it like a handle, and so you can have a really firm grip on your camera. Best part about it, it was $10, free shipping. Returns are acceptable. So it's got this really, everything feels so smooth. It's almost like it's running on hydraulics, the way everything just moves. The feet have these little non-slip. So I could be watching YouTube at my desk. It's hard to get a film on this one. It's got metal parts. Gosh, that looks bad. It accepts a larger iPhone, so I've got the iPhone 7 Plus. It'll accept that. And then what's really cool is I have other tripods, but I don't have the phone attachment. I used to film with a digital, like small digital camera that had the screw underneath. And so I actually didn't even know this when I bought it. This part actually unscrews and it'll accept the thread top. And then this part unscrews, which will accept the thread top. So if you have a camera that needs a thread top, you can use just this part. Or if you have a large tripod and you want to use just this part. So this also swivels very slowly, and then once you get it to where you want, you can lock it in place. It's just pretty awesome. Gonna just make a short video today just because I have the itch to do so. Okay, not always the most flattering background. I noticed the table does shake a lot if you hit the table, so you can put that tripod on a larger tripod, put it on the floor, so that might help. Also, that the tripod had a 5 out of 5 star rating, which is like, I mean, everything about this tripod was a win. I did want the one that had a light on it, but then the tripods never looked great. I just wanted a great looking tripod with a ring light, like a 10-inch ring light for nothing more than $20, and I didn't find anything like that. So, but the COVID-19 virus. Here's what it's gonna do. I'm a teacher, so I'm off of work for 3 weeks. I'm in Michigan. We actually were off Friday, so most schools around here are off today. Today's Monday, so it's like starting now. And then we started Friday. We got the call in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. that we didn't have to go to school. It first started with my kid. He was not going to school. I work in a different district, so I was like, oh great, now what are we gonna do? He's off of school, am I still going to school? I work for a different type of school, so I wasn't clear whether they were gonna close. It's just getting really crazy. We have, as far as toilet paper and hand sanitizer, we have so much of it, but we didn't buy it because of the virus. We bought it a couple weeks ago. I had bought a giant package from Costco weeks ago, and then for some reason my wife bought a giant package a couple days later. I no clue why, and it was just like in the way for 2 weeks. Just kind of like there's a giant package in the bathroom, so I finally opened it up and stored it away. Well, we have like, I don't know how many are in those giant packages, a lot. So we have so many months and months and months worth of toilet paper, and it's not even because of the virus. And we also, she buys these little tiny, for kids, from Bath and Body Works, hand sanitizers, little travel ones. We probably had, there's always like these deals, like buy 5 for $7. So we are fully stocked on all that kind of stuff. It's kind of nice. The kids all travel around with these hand sanitizers in their pocket. And anytime we tell them, they have them in their car seats, they just put them on. So today, Monday, they're saying that Michigan is going nuts. And looking on the map a few days ago, when other states had more red, we had like 1 case, but that doesn't mean much because it's just the beginning of it. But we were one of the lesser infected states before we went on really quick lockdown. I think we were one of 5 states to shut down their schools, at least first. There's a squirrel drinking water. I leave out water, or sometimes the doesn't even hear me. the plants have this little base around them, and it collects water, and the squirrels will drink out of it when there's nothing else to drink out of. But now they're drinking out of this little dog bowl I left out for my chickens. Tiny little squirrels, little red squirrels. From where I'm from, we have rare black squirrels that other parts of the country don't see the black squirrels. I think they're from Canada, but now we have these tiny little red squirrels I've never seen in my whole life, and they're like the main squirrel around here. So, restaurants and bars are closing today, I guess at 3. They don't give you any warning. So we were at the, I'm out of breath. We were at the library on Friday, and it was just happened to be 10 to 2. And I had no clue they were closing at 2. I just heard somebody over say it. And the lady's like, yeah, we're going to stay open. And I'm like, that's weird because like neighboring towns are closing. And she's like, no, we're staying open. You know, schools are closed. Kids need to come somewhere. Just today, they've closed. Everyone's closed. But I got a big stack of books. I was going to get a big stack of books, and I was going to come back in a week and get a giant stack of books. When you're stuck at home, like, what do you have to do? Read books is a good option. Watch movies. But now they're closed. So that's like what they could have done is you could have like ordered and like they bring them out to the door or something. They could have done something. I was just like, closing is not the answer. Whatever. So I wake up with a sore throat for some reason. Does that mean I have the virus already? But then it goes away. Like it goes away with after I eat breakfast. There are some pretty awesome, interesting things that are going to go on because of this shutdown. One thing is, my son's home. So he's becoming a homeschool kid. We're going to be working on practicing his letters. He's just in kindergarten, so his letters and numbers and words. It's not like the teachers planned ahead. I mean, no one can plan for this, I guess. Not up to the teachers really anyways, but they are coming up with things. But one cool thing is like when you're in a classroom of 25, you're getting out of like a half an hour, maybe 1 minute of one-on-one time. But here we can spend a little bit of time each day working on things, and I can give 100% of my time. So we can practice letters, and I can be right there and be like, yes, that looks good. No. So really, in 2 hours time, we can probably accomplish what a school day would accomplish in 8 hours. So there's that. I feel like we're going to get some real world education here. I said, what do you want to do? We have 3 weeks, me and him, of nothing to do. Nothing that we have to do. So I said, give me some ideas, write them down. We're going to write them down. I got this free when I think this came from the Bespoke post with the duffel bag. They just threw this one in. But he wanted plant seeds. Oh, he went ahead and checkmarked them. I kind of figured he grabbed this book. So we need to learn, we don't put check marks until after we do it. Doing some painting, maybe some kayaking. It's freezing cold. The water was like ice just a month ago. So maybe doing some kayaking. He's finally getting old enough where we can do stuff like that. But I have so many home projects around the house, like the whole world could shut down, and I have enough stuff even around the house. Like I could paint the trim of all the windows white. I've already got the white paint. I got the paintbrushes. I got everything. I just needed the time and the motivation. Now I've got both of those things. So I've been raking leaves. The weather's getting a little nicer around here. Raked some leaves yesterday. It's like I'm getting an early start to my spring. Usually by the time summer comes around, the weather gets nice. You still got a lot of work to do to get things looking nice outside, but I feel like I can get things looking nice now. Get some grass seed planted. I already have the grass seed. We buy stuff and we just never work on the projects. We have all the stuff. So finally can get some stuff done. What did I do the other day? Oh, I just snipped some branches that like probably would never even got to. Like there's things you think about and then you just keep putting them off and then you'll never even do them. So finally gonna be doing some stuff like that. I'm gonna put a little lanyard on one of my knives. You can see how that looks in the next video. Beard goings. I shaved my beard a couple videos ago. Go ahead and watch that. But we kind of had to still like keep the tops and the bottoms trimmed nicely. But now that I have 3 weeks off of work, I'm just gonna not even touch my face with a razor for 3 weeks and see how that looks. So you get to check in on that. And then also, I was saying in that video that I wasn't going to go full on shave my head because kids are like freaked out when you make major changes like that. But now that I have 3 weeks, I could shave my head and it'll all grow back to this point in 3 weeks. Or I just keep it this way and become Mr. Clean. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for this. You know, I'm doing some laundry, getting the rooms all straightened up, get to hang out with my dog and my kid for the day. So yeah, get to make this video when I should be at work. I'm getting paid to stay home. So restaurants are closing. They're saying the waitresses are going to be really hard hit. We know people that they are living paycheck to paycheck, and there's probably a lot of people out there that literally their paycheck is what keeps them going, what makes them able to pay bills and pay their mortgage or rent, and keeps things running. And a little hiccup like that can throw somebody completely off. So I don't know what it's going to do. This is not good. I guess you can still go and pick up food from the restaurant, which is probably a good thing. Because I always thought it's kind of gross when you're eating and you're licking your fingers and you got ketchup fingers and your French fries and you got food all over your hands, hamburger, and then you grab a ketchup bottle and put it on your food and put it down and pick it up and put it on your food, and somebody else next to the table picks up the ketchup bottle and puts it on, and then I'm pretty sure they don't wipe that ketchup bottle down in between people. So that's super gross. It's like sharing a spoon. Nobody would do that. I feel like the country's getting a lot healthier just with their practices, and coronavirus or not, everyone's gonna probably avoid some certain sickness that they would have got with just how clean everyone's doing things. Big B Coffee, it's a chain here in Michigan. You get to pump your own coffee. They have these urns or some way that keeps their coffee warm, and you just squeeze them down into your own cup. You help yourself a cup of coffee. Their practice changed to they're going to do it for you. So maybe different companies are going to get more tight with how they do things, keep sickness down anyways. Everyone's learning about the social distancing. The thing about toilet paper and sanitizer, after this all goes away and there's abundance of toilet paper and sanitizer, I'm going to go out and get a giant tub of sanitizer and probably an extra package of toilet paper and just squirrel it away in the basement. If this ever happens again, I'm set. Those things they don't go bad. Toilet paper never goes bad. So, yeah, it's horrible that somebody's going out and grabbing 20 rolls of it or 20 packages of it and trying to sell it or just taking it away from somebody else that needs it. But after this all goes away, maybe we don't have one of these again for 5 years. You could be set. You could have a big pad of toilet paper sitting around. I went into the grocery store yesterday just to get a couple things like fresh fruit. You really got to go get it every few days. That's how I always would do it. I'd get bananas, get like a pack of 7, and then in 5 days get another pack of 7. Yesterday, it was weird going into a grocery store. It was kind of like dark and grim. The butcher shop counter was closed, but they had everything, but they didn't have bread. They didn't have eggs, although I have my own chickens. My chickens are laying 2 eggs a day. I don't even eat eggs. So I've got the healthiest eggs there are. Chickens are 100% free range in the full term of what free range is. They get to eat grass and bugs. But I might go and look for some bread, maybe some frozen bread. The can aisle was pretty wiped out. Pretty much the toilet paper is still gone as of last night, but I don't need any of that. We're good. We can... This is actually a chance that with all the restaurants closing, finally we could eat homemade food for the next 3 weeks. You know, you get to spend time with family, work on growing your family, eating healthier, going out for walks. You can't close that down. Go for walks around your neighborhood. I feel like everyone, this is a chance. If you see it and you play it smartly, this is a chance to do some things well over the next few weeks and spring it forward beyond. So, all right, you're stuck at home, you get to watch this video. So, bonus. Later, guys.